If you are interested in starting your own podcast, we use Buzzsprout because it is simple and easy to use. Buzzsprout can get your show listed on every major platform while giving you the resources for a great podcast website, audio players that can drop into other websites, detailed analytics to see how people are listening to your podcast, and tools to promote your episodes. Podcasting isn't hard when you have the right partners, and that is why over 100,000 podcasters are already subscribed to Buzzsprout to get their message out to the world. Following the link in our episode descriptions lets Buzzsprout know that we sent you. So in return, you will receive a $20 Amazon gift card from Buzzsprout while signing up for a paid plan. Most importantly, every subscription through our link is always appreciated and helps support our show so we can continue delivering the quality content that you guys listen to. That being said, back to the show.
Hello and welcome to Comic Book Junkies. I'm Andrew.
This is Joe.
And this time it's overpriced or underpriced. So we've kind of been looking at some comic books lately. We're kind of we've been talking about what skyrocketed, some stuff like that. This is kind of similar, but it's not necessarily that it was precipitated on a jump. More so, what books do we think are kind of going over what's expected? What's overpriced to us? Maybe you disagree. Hands up, a couple of mine are books that I own, so I'm not trying to root against my best interests, but sometimes it's one of those books you see and you're like, didn't realize it's that expensive. Sometimes you pick something up and you're like, why is that so much otherwise? And then we're going to also find some underpriced books that might still be a decent amount of money depending, but less than what we would expect them to be. So yeah, first, what's up? And then we'll hit the list. So what's good, Joe? Anything?
Kind of tired today, bro.
Yeah.
I was actually, I don't know if you saw what time you got the email, but
Yeah,
I sent you I finished the episode at 1:30 in the morning or something
I
ridiculous.
saw that. You looked up at the moon as you clicked send, and I was just like, whoa. I woke up, I was like, why'd you give it to me already? That was
Yeah,
cool
bro.
though.
I got home from work and I said I just got to finish this, and it took me till 1:30 to get it done. And then
Damn.
somebody told me that there was supposed to be some kind of the moon turning red, and so I walked outside and it
Oh.
was still white, and I'm just like, this is bullshit. And then
White again.
the reason the reason I'm tired is because I had to get up for work at 6 this morning, so I went to bed at 2 and got up at 6, so kind of
Gross.
been on my grind, but I'm in a good mood, and I'm excited to record this episode. The topic seems a little adjacent to the last episode, but it is different, so don't get it twisted.
It's adjacent. It's not the same. It's like if the lane veered a little bit instead of a full turn. But anyway, let's start it off with the overpriced stuff. Joe's got a little bit more of that. I got a little bit more underpriced, I think, the yin and the yang. But I've got a few here overpriced just to run by you real quick before we let you kind of dig in. Number one, it's on my want list all the damn time. Strange Tales 89, First Fin Fang Foom. Now, don't get me wrong, I love this book. I think it should be worth money, but why is it so significantly much more money than any of the other Monster Era books? I get it, he's the coolest. Grog isn't the coolest. Grog's pretty cool though. Grog's affordable. I'll hang out with Grog, but or Grogu, who cares? No, Grogu's that stupid Mandalorian thing. But you know what I mean? It's Fin Fang Foom. It's not exactly a character that's utilized to the highest degree. I do get the inherent Silver Age value, and that's probably going to be a selling point for me on other books on this list, to be on my underpriced list. It's just kind of age plus scarcity, I feel should be worth something, even if it's not an active media property book. You know what I mean? I feel respect where it's due. There was comic collecting before outside factors, but Strange Tales 89 got no movement despite being sick. So worth good money, but $750 for a non-beater is come on, bro, you're really twisting my leg. And then one in my collection, Challengers of the Unknown 3. Now, don't get me wrong, very pleased to have gotten this book for $60 to $80. This is a book where if you don't want a beater, I see them consistently selling for $350, $400 floor, which you wouldn't expect Challengers of the Unknown 3 to be that much since they don't really got many keys. So I put that on here just because it's one of those books where you're like, why is it worth that? Not saying I'm unhappy with it, but it feels a little excessive compared to other prototype type books and stuff like that. But hey, it's cool. And then ASM 316. I have this as an overpriced book because if you want to really get down to brass tacks, like I'm pretty sure that like Venom itself is kind of overpriced inherently due to how many there are. So why is like late 80s, borderline 90s second appearance worth like 125 raw now? Like for like an okay copy of like a relatively new book where I'm sure there's plenty. So I don't know. I mean like I have that as well and I'm like pleased that it's worth that. I feel like it's worth like a good $75, but 125 feels kind of crazy to get like a 7.5 type thing for a book of that like age and scarcity.
Yeah, I agree with all those books, especially the Venom cover.
Yeah,
Because, like,
they
when
deserve
you
their
think of
due.
Todd McFarlane covers, there's a few ahead of that. And I know
Yeah.
people love Venom, especially at that time. It's iconic, but I wouldn't pay more than $100 for that book, regardless of condition.
Yeah, I don't want to buy in at like 150. I feel like you're buying the ceiling like of a book of that caliber. Not to say it's not a good book. I like the book, but sometimes you just know what's right and what's
Because unless it is the iconic cover, I feel like you really need a first appearance of a character to really push the value of a book. So that's something that's kind of going to be slow as far as like appreciation.
yeah.
And I just don't see that one being like an investment book, more so just
No.
like a fun book to have. I have one too. I think I
Yeah.
paid 75. I'm happy at that price.
75 feels fair to me. That's like I can go more on a book, but like at the same time 75 feels like the sweet spot. Like make an offer. You got to talk to him, bro. You can get it for 75. You have to
Everybody
ask.
knows it's a $75 book.
Yeah, come on.
Anything extra, they're just trying to make a little money on you, which is okay. They got to stay in business, but
Got to
like,
eat.
let's negotiate. 75 is cool.
Cool. Well, let me know what's on your overpriced keys list because if you're in agreement with mine, I want to see what you got.
Sure. So I kind of took it as overrated more so than overpriced, but they kind of go hand in hand. I put Incredible Hulk 182. I know it's a trilogy. I totally get it, but I feel like you're only
Crackerjack
collecting that
Jackson.
book for story 100%. Like it's a good issue. Like it's a fun read. Like I will always remember that because we reviewed it for the pod, but is it like a $200+ book? I don't think so.
I feel like you could get them cheaper nowadays, but it depends how nice.
Yeah, it
I
has
think you,
come down,
I,
and I
I do know
think
what you
it
mean.
makes sense that it has come down, but it kind of is like established as like the third book in the trilogy, and it's really just like I think like the first page is him getting in like a helicopter and leaving, and then they never
Yeah.
reference him again. So
Yeah, he
it's like
just leaves.
it's not really anything to do with him. It's just an exit.
He's there though, bro.
Yeah, so I
That's
think
an
it's a good book to
appearance.
have. None of these books I'm saying don't get. I'm just saying that they're
No, I'm
like
with you.
yeah, a little overrated for what they are. And then I put ASM 361. It's the
Ah,
Carnage book to have, but they cameoed, what is it, Cletus Cassidy
oh yeah.
so many times. And it's just like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, and the best Carnage book to get is actually just Venom.
I actually agree. I don't know why I didn't just say that. I'm sugarcoating it.
No, but I'm with you, bro. I have one of these myself just because I collect Spider-Man, but like it's like when they made ketchup like purple and green and stuff, like that's what they did to
That's
Venom.
hilarious. It's green ketchup, bro.
Yeah, it's just like that. So, I mean, it's a product of the times and like I don't hate it, but at the same time I do feel like it deserves less respect than it gets to a slight degree. Decent book, but like, come on. Yeah.
And it is the one to have if you like Carnage and you don't think of him as Venom 2.0. But I'll go on to my next book, which is Silver Surfer 1. So it was a big premiere issue, super iconic run. Like it's about worth what it is. But when I think of the other premiere issues, and I know like Captain America had a real volume one, but like when it's going for like a similar price as like that, or like it's less than an Iron Man issue one, but it's still pretty expensive. I think it's a little overrated because like Silver Surfer's cool, but he doesn't really have like a lot of dialogue. So it's just like to pay hundreds of dollars for like the premiere issue kind of seems steep when you can spend that money and get like the first two appearances of the character. Like I think I'd rather have an issue 49 than a Silver Surfer one.
Oh, I definitely agree with you on that. But as someone who used to have a Silver Surfer one, I do miss it. It feels good to have. I don't know. It's also his origin, and it's the first appearance of Shala Ball or whatever her name is. Yeah, I don't know. It's cool, iconic cover. But I agree with you. There's definitely you should go for the first two appearances over that.
The cover is nice.
Yeah, it's sick. I'd like to get another one, but I do agree. I don't feel like paying like the sometimes $400 entry fee to do that. And it's just like maybe if I had the money, I'd do like three on like a pretty clean one. But like other than that, I don't know.
That's what I mean. Like it's a great book, but for the price point, I feel like $400 gets me better books.
Yeah, I've kind of learned that with the premiere issues because I've sold like all of them. I've had all of them at one point and sold them, and I'd like to get them again, but it past me was able to part with them. That was for a reason. So you get more bang for buck because yeah, they all go for like 4 or 5 depending on if it's like Iron Man, Silver Surfer, stuff like that. More so than Cap, but poor Cap.
I know,
But
and poor friggin' Submariner.
yeah, well, it's still holding its value somewhat. Not what it was.
Yeah, not what it was, that's for sure.
Sorry,
I
bro.
learned my lesson on that one. Friggin' worst comic purchase of my life.
Happens to all of us.
Yeah, we all make mistakes.
Everybody has those days.
This one's not even an expensive book, and I own one. I would own one 10 times over, but it's so overrated to me. Venom Lethal Protector one. It's not the first appearance of anything. I mean, it is, but it's not.
Have you seen the cover, bro?
I've seen the cover like 1,000 times is the problem.
Well, Venom's really cool, so that's like a really cool cover.
Yeah, it's something. I mean, like
20
I
bucks.
like issue ones, volume ones, but like it's
Yeah.
for some reason like a well sold book, and
$5 book.
I could pass on it pretty often.
It's like the new floor is 20 when it should just be 5.
Yeah,
It's all because of the movies.
that's true, bro. I got another Venom book, Venom 3.
Oh,
So
damn.
I don't know which volume that is, but it's like one of the newer ones. It's that white cover, first Null.
Null.
Who cares?
Null and void. Who gives a fuck? Yeah, I'm with you, bro.
Sure.
I saw like a 9.8
Not participating. Yeah.
at your shop for like a good price. It was like at the time it was like $100 for like a 9.8, which I know those things were like 300-ish or something. But I don't see the appeal. I didn't even want to hold on to it to resell because I was just like, that feels like a waste of time
Kind of
and
gross.
energy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this is a very Venom centric episode.
I feel like it's like a comic book for comic nerds. Not like comic collectors, but like nerds.
Crossover with like Deadpool.
Yes.
Yeah, they should get on that.
Or they should get off it.
Lord knows they won't. What's next, bro?
Last one I got is X-Men 4 Omega Red.
Oh yeah.
Also a cheap book, but I feel like it sells like hotcakes, and it's just like, has anybody really cared about that character ever?
It's like Mountain Dew Code Red, the book.
The
That's
most
what that
basic
is.
villain ever. And it's
Yeah.
fine, but like, I don't know,
Yeah.
it's not that cool.
I don't know. People always talk about like you need to get it. I'm like, am I just missing the like sweet Omega Red stuff?
I have one, but I think I paid like 15 for mine, and I think that's like the
$10 book.
yeah, I feel like it should really be less than that, bro. Like what? I feel
X-Men
like you
got
should find that
inflation.
in a dollar bin and get excited.
Yeah, well, the X-Men have like inflation now. It's just because like it's X-Men. You don't know who's gonna come in and get it.
Now, as a title, I think that those books should be more expensive in general.
Yeah, it's X-Men inflation. I feel like they are more expensive
I
in
feel
general.
like that it needs to be inflated though. Like,
Even more.
Yeah, I think that X-Men hasn't got its proper respect. I feel like Spider-Man took off. I feel like X-Men would be the next title.
Well, I need to get more X-Men before it does.
Don't you think so?
Yeah, no, I feel like it should be up there. I feel like
It's not
even
Spider-Man good, but it would be the next best thing for Marvel.
the Fantastic Four's got some bangers.
That would be my third.
I'm gonna take FF over X-Men, but X-Men's close.
I think FF's more important. I think people like X-Men better though.
Oh, nowadays, yeah, for sure. But cool. That's a pretty
'Cause
good list.
The FF doesn't have a Wolverine.
They got Black Panther.
The FF doesn't have a Wolverine, bro. Like Wolverine's like up there with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Nobody really cares about Reed Richards or Human Torch. You know what I mean? Like,
No, yeah, for sure.
but I think Fantastic Four is the nucleus of Marvel. So I think as a comic collector, it's an important title.
We'll see.
Yeah. But
Underpriced books.
any other real quick before we go to undervalued, any other titles you think that are kind of like overrated or events,
All the events are overrated.
but like one specifically?
No, dude, blanket statement.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
All of them.
The only one I really liked was that Identity Crisis.
I did like that.
That's the only one that stuck with me. I'm like, that shit was good. But
Yeah.
everything else, I'm just like, this is another event.
It served its purpose, I guess.
Yeah, like Final Crisis, mid. Crisis on Infinite Earths, mid. What was that Marvel one?
Uh,
Like the most
oh,
important
the
one.
Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, mid.
Yeah,
Yeah. Even
damn.
Kingdom Come, kind of mid.
Do you like Marvels better?
I did,
Cool.
right? I think
Yeah,
Kingdom Come's more important, but I think Marvel's was more enjoyable.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Wow, sick segue. All right, bro. Underpriced books. Give
Okay,
me what you
I want to
got.
get mine because I have a small list, bro. The first thing that comes to mind for me is Adventure Comics 229. I think it's
Mm,
because it's not advertised as like the definitive Silver Age appearance of like Green Arrow and Aquaman, but like to me, I think that's the book. And I think it should be like really expensive.
good point. I see more and more of them coming up for decent floors, but I did just see an affordable one the other day. I was like, oh, someone might have got lucky.
I feel like
Good
people
book
haven't
though.
got hip to that book, and if it ever takes off, I think it deserves that, all of it.
Topo the octopus.
I forgot about that. How could I forget about that?
Topo dog gets his homeboy 8 arms, tentacles. He can do a lot. Aquaman and a octopus come up on you.
It's 10 arms, bro.
Yeah, you're not wrong. All right, what's next?
The only other thing I got, and it's a shitty cover, so I understand why it's undervalued, but Avengers Annual 10, Rogue. I feel like
Oh,
it's finally starting to increase, but I feel like that was like a $40 comic book all day long, and it's just like Rogue's pretty important to the X-Men to be 40 bucks.
I think it's the cover, bro.
It's the cover. It has to be the cover.
Cover
It's like one of the
sucks.
worst covers in all of first appearances ever.
The cover sucks. I know, because that should be like a way more talked about book, but I just think really no one wants to show off the cover.
Yeah, like
They're just like, whatever.
look at my comic collection.
Hell yeah.
My best book is an Avengers Annual 10.
Was that your whole list, though? Was that 2 books?
Yeah, bro, that was my list.
Can you call that a list if it's just two?
I think that's more of a coincidence.
You could have just wrote and.
Yeah.
It wouldn't even be a sentence.
I'm
Cool.
sorry.
No, that's cool. I've
Yeah,
got a few of them to talk through. House of Secret 61, the first Eclipso.
for sure.
Like,
Although I don't see him often enough.
I don't see them in person, but I mean, even online, I feel like they steady like 150-ish. Like, you can maybe find like a 3 type thing sometimes. They're not like that crazy, and this is earlier than that. I don't know. I feel like any cool. I mean, he's obscure. He's not really being used much unless he is. But Journey into Mystery 102, the first appearance of Hela and Sif. I feel like for being like 2 good chunks of like Thor mythos, I feel like it's pretty affordable to get in on. Like you could get like a 3.5 for like 175-ish. You don't have to pay like a ton to get like a clean copy. And I feel like, one of his villains who's been used in a movie.
Wasn't there like a first like Sif before?
There's a Sif, and then I forget which issue of Thor offhand. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
when it's more as we know her.
Okay.
But this is like the OG, or at least it's like a concept then. I don't know. Like same character but different. And Hela though. And it's like early Thor. I don't know. Feel like it's like relatively cheap for like a bang for buck type book. Like if you're not a Thor collector, I could see passing on it, but I feel like relative to kind of what it is, I feel like I could afford a little bit more. And then these are 2 that I mean are worth decent money, but I feel like also just should have a higher floor. Showcase 20 and issue 37, Rip Hunter and the Metal Men. I feel like honestly any first
That's hilarious
appearance
because you bought those at the same time. But I
I
agree
did.
with you.
I was looking through it though, and I was just like, they're so affordable for being like Silver Age Showcase first appearances. I feel like any showcase first appearance from the Silver Age should be worth like a decent amount. And these 2 just lag a little bit under, and they're not that much later. Hell, I mean, Showcase 20 is right in the thick of it. But like, I don't know. I mean, they're underutilized characters, so I can understand them
I
not being higher.
mostly agree. Yeah, I think if they caught wind, you'd be completely right. It's just nobody's ever like flipped the switch with them. And they're such cool characters with such like rich history in DC that I feel like it would be easy to do that. You just need some guy like James Gunn to do it.
I just feel like, for just by virtue of how old it is and how many of them there got to be. I mean, granted, not everyone's clamoring for the Metal Men, but I feel like it's just if you are a key collector, don't you want like cool Silver Age first appearances, some of that niche stuff? It's fun. Plus, it's in Showcase. It's one of the most fun titles to collect, I'd say. Definitely in the overpriced key
So
section.
much happened in Showcase,
Yeah, it was banger. I wish they still had something like that going today that was just pumping out bangers.
right? Like regularly.
Yeah, just put out
Yeah.
like an anthology book. Just let some like creative team just do some stuff each issue.
That would you would really have to trust the writer and artist. I'd have Alex Ross on that shit.
I'm thinking you cycle people so you can get new talent in, come up
True.
with fresh ideas, test some stuff out.
I know. It's just there's only so many people I trust. It's
Oh, no, I
the
know.
cycle's small.
Well, we have to find new people somehow.
Yeah, you got to get somebody who's young and ambitious and not a
Whoa.
nerd.
Good luck with that. But all right, let's move on to a hard segue. Another title I do like, Brave and the Bold 54.
Super. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Although I think it has started to appreciate.
You think so?
I think people like the first like full. What issue is that?
54?
Oh, when you said 54, I was thinking of the black cover, the Donna Troy.
Isn't that,
Is that
dude?
like
Don't
60 something? Let me look it up while we're on the pod.
We're just vamping, bro. We should know this offhand. I'm off my game today. That's crazy.
It's fine, bro.
No, it's not fine, dude.
We've done 150 episodes. By the way, this
Yeah.
is episode 150, so we can do whatever
Oh,
the fuck
wow.
we want. Um,
Celebration. Milestone reached. Whoa. Yeah, no, 54 is for sure the first like team appearance. So yeah, it's got to be 60 as the Donna Troy.
you're right, it's 60.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was thinking you were thinking about Donna Troy.
Donna Troy too. I feel like both the first appearance and second appearance like are both like relatively cheap. And I feel like Donna Troy kind of softened a little bit even, and I feel like that could be worth more.
It's not even just Donna Troy, like it's the first full Titans. I think that the book you mentioned is the better Titans book, but you kind of get a two for one in 60.
54.
I need
54
a
sick.
54. That's actually like 9 out of 10 priority for me this year.
Is it? That's cool. It's a good
It
book.
is. I think that is a really good book because like the Teen Titans were pretty big for people born in the 90s and like grew up in the early 2000s. And it's not like crazy stupid expensive. Like that one book, which is like the first Cyborg, Raven, Starfire.
Oh, the DC Comics presents.
Yeah. I feel like you spend a little extra and you get the real Teen Titans.
You gotta spend more than that to get. Yeah, I'd get the real Teen Titans. Yeah, it's still gonna be a little bit more. Like you probably still gotta pay what 250. But for like, yeah, like you said, for like how big it is to get the OG, like it's really not that much in the grand scheme. And then my last one is also a book I have, but Detective Comics 411, first Talia al Ghul. I feel like compared to all the other Batman villains and like supporting characters, like it gets a decent amount of traction, but like I feel like it needs a little bit more.
You're absolutely right. And I've been really slow to pick one up. And I have a huge bat collection, so it's crazy I don't have one. But you're absolutely right. I feel like that book deserves more.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, for under 200 to get a decent bat book and like a respectable grade, why not? I was seeing them all the time at the cons, and then all of a sudden they just disappeared. It's weird. It's like sometimes you go to con and there'll be like four books that aren't even like the hot book of the moment, all at the same different vendors there, and then you come back like a month later and they that none of those books are there again. Like, did they really sell those? Like, is there like a pocket of people getting like all the Talia al Ghuls? Like, it's secretly hot, no one knows. Everyone's buying them, selling them
It's possible. Do you
because like
think
there were none.
there's an undervalued title?
Undervalued title. Honest to God, Thor. Thor books
I
are like
agree.
pretty cheap, bro. Like it's kind of fun to collect. They're kind of weird. Like the Journey into Mysteries especially, so undervalued for how, it's basically everything. Like he deals with like Adam Warlock and him and all that, but he fights Mangog, fights Ulick the Rock Troll. And then what? Really? So, yeah, I don't know. All the cool stuff was popping off early with the Absorbing Man. A lot of Absorbing Man. But yeah, I don't know. That's probably number one. What do you got?
I think Adventure Comics
Good point. That's a good one.
has a
I
lot
agree.
in it. I think Green Lantern does too.
I feel like all of the Legion of Superheroes stuff is very undervalued.
You brought up Showcase. I think Justice League of America is pretty slept on. Maybe even Superman.
Outside of the Golden Age and the early Silver.
Yeah, I think Daredevil is slept on,
True.
especially that like run between like stick and the hand.
Yeah. I
Like
like the run between the stick and the hand.
me too, bro. It's actually I might
Feels good.
revisit that tonight, but really inexpensive
Yeah. Yeah,
for
dirt cheap.
dirt cheap. I think Hulk's a little underrated.
Well, what Hulk stuff are you trying to get? I'm not gonna lie. That's what stinks. Like
Uh,
it's like with Gray Hulk and Wolverine and the first six and like the premiere issue.
well, he's got like UFOs and his dad Brian Banner and I don't know, the Gremlin and
His enemies is bad.
Zax or whatever it's called, and Betty Ross and Joe Fixit and the By Beast. I don't know. There
The
was a lot
Bye
going
Beast.
on. There stuff was going on, bro.
Yeah, stuff was going on.
And then I think that's it.
Yeah, it's a pretty thorough list. I gave you like one.
Maybe Captain America's a little underrated.
I feel like it. I mean, I guess that's just maybe because all of his like values tied up in the Golden Age and Avengers 4.
True and real.
True plus real. You can watch our reels and like our stuff if you go
Oh,
to
that was smooth.
at CBJ Pod on Instagram, Comic Book Junkies on YouTube, CBJ Podcast on Facebook. Rate, review, subscribe to us. Tell a friend, tell your neighbor, whisper in your girl's ear. Comic Book Junkies, bro. Thanks for listening. We're gonna do this again.
Yeah. We're not going anywhere even if you don't listen to us. So
That's episode 150.
thank you guys.
Peace.